if Hitler was coming back, would we want to be giving him a megaphone? I don't think so.
And Hitler, he's one of Trump's favorite people. He wants to be just like him. A lot of things.
Trump loves Hitler, you would say?
Yes, he does.
But a lot of Democrats have been opposing this. Why is that?
Well, Democrats are wackos.
What's going on, everyone? James Klug here. The deal is back on. So today I've come to Laguna Beach, California to ask people if they think Elon Musk buying Twitter is a good or bad thing. Let's go talk to some people. Huge shout out to our friends over at iTarget for sponsoring this video. Is Elon Musk buying Twitter a good or bad thing?
I think it's kind of a good thing myself.
You think it's a good idea or a bad idea?
I think it's a bad idea.
Bad idea.
Bad idea?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's a good thing.
Good thing.
It's an excellent thing because it finally allows us the First Amendment rights that we have that were taken away by media that suddenly became overpowerful and extremely liberal and blocked out an entire voice of many millions of people in this country.
Why do you guys think it's a bad idea?
I think that's a main source of social interaction in this country these days. It's like Facebook owned by one person, like Twitter owned by one person. It's just not right. Newspapers have editorial standards. Twitter,
That's none.
And the ownership of the newspaper, of course, controls the content, and Elon Musk will then control the content of Twitter in a way that's probably not beneficial.
Do you guys think that they are controlling the content right now? A lot of people have expressed frustration with censorship on the platform, including Elon Musk. Do you guys think that that's been a problem? Because that's pretty much the main argument that people are making here.
Yeah.
Is some people are being censored or removed or whatever it may be. You can use whatever word you want to describe that.
Well, I
do you
don't know. You know, when you talk about Twitter, you're talking about like a public square. It's almost like yelling fire in a theater. It's like stirring people up for no reason with crazy statements.
A lot of people have brought up maybe bringing back Donald Trump or bringing back these other conservatives that have been on the platform. Is that a concern to you or no?
I mean, that one gets really tricky where, deplatforming and only having a certain view available on a platform probably isn't the healthiest thing. Either way that you go with it, it'll be whatever makes the business work. If it goes too far in the extreme and advertisers don't want to be on there, that's what pays the bills.
Right.
So they'll have to keep it in a place where it's appealing to advertisers because it's appealing to enough people that actually want to buy their products that they're advertising. Like, that's the bottom line of basically the entire internet that you're getting for free.
I think I worry about any one person or one political party or one having so much control over one source of communication. I guess I'm just concerned about power being in, so much power being in one person's hands.
It seems to be a bipartisan concern. We hear that from Republicans, we hear that from Democrats. Mark Zuckerberg, he owns majority of Facebook. He calls the shots at Facebook.
Right.
Do you trust those guys over Elon Musk?
No.
No.
No. I think Elon Musk is going to let freedom of speech ring more than Facebook does. I think there's going to be a lot less blocking, keeping things off, letting people say what they really want to say.
There's obviously a lot of opposition to this. Why do you think some people are against it?
Well, I think by some people, there's people in this country that feel like they want to control the narrative. And as long as they control the media, they control the narrative. And the one thing that makes us different from other countries is our First Amendment right. You take away the First Amendment, you have nothing. You don't have a United States anymore. And it's a shame to watch this happening the way it is, but most of it seems to be happening from a younger generation that really doesn't understand socialism, Marxism. They have dreams and I would call them fantasies about what life could be like. But in reality, the freedoms that they're taking away from people are actually the freedoms that they're going to want when they lose them.
All right, guys, let's take a quick moment to talk about today's sponsor. If there was ever a story that best encapsulates how bad crime has become, it's the one about Starbucks providing their baristas with active shooter training because our cities really aren't safe anymore. And while the Supreme Court has made it easier for you to conceal carry for protection, it's your responsibility to be properly trained. That is why I endorse iTarget Pro. I actually use and love this product. This system allows you to dry fire practice with your actual firearm anytime in the safety and privacy of your own home. No more inconvenient trips to the range, and you will save a ton on practice ammo. Just download iTarget's proprietary app, load the laser bullet into your firearm, and start training. Improve muscle memory, reaction speed, sight alignment, trigger control, and much more. iTarget Pro comes in all major calibers, including .223, so you can stay sharp with almost any firearm. Save 10% plus get free shipping with the offer code Klug when you go to itargetpro.com right now. This is the smartest investment in your ability to safely and effectively handle your firearm, plus it'll pay for itself in one day. That's the letter I, targetpro.com, itargetpro.com, offer code Klug. Take advantage of that. Let's get back to the video.
It seems like Twitter's a little bit off the rails.
Yeah, a lot of it's been about free speech. Do you think that's been an issue on the platform?
Yes. I'm not on it, but I just see it from the side, and it looks like to me that they against a lot of conservative ideas, and they really promote liberal ideas, and so they kind of, I think it's kind of prejudiced in a lot of ways.
If you see him as kind of somebody that's going to level the playing field, go for it.
Right, exactly. I don't know if one person should have that power or not, but from what I've seen, from what he's done most of his life, he's not been against anything or anybody, really.
He does have a history. We don't have too much to go on. I guess a lot of it is trust, right? As you just kind of said, but he does have a history of being pro-free speech.
Yes.
And a pretty decent history of that.
Yes.
So,
that's what I like.
do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, I don't think there's any harm in it. I think the left is freaking out and thinking that he's going to control it, and it's already being controlled, just not by Elon.
Is he actually doing it?
Good question. It looks like this week it appears to be going through, or it could go through as early as this week. The deal is back on.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. What do you think?
He's got money to waste.
Yeah. He's got quite a bit of money.
It's a rich man's game, right?
Buying a company of that size?
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I think he'll bring some new technology to it, and he'll probably do a great job and probably open it up more than it is right now.
I don't think I'm that excited about it, no.
Why is that?
I don't know if his reasons are really aligned with my principles.
Do you guys have a problem if Elon Musk were to be successful in purchasing it, which it looks like he might be here very soon again? People have speculated he might bring back on Donald Trump and a handful of these other people.
I wouldn't like that at all.
You didn't like that?
No.
Why is that?
He's a dangerous person. They both are now, I think.
And he allows Trump back in. That just throws a monkey wrench into the whole mix. It makes it really, political. Yeah.
Allowing Trump back in throws a monkey wrench?
Right. Onto Twitter.
Do you think the controversial take was banning ex-president of the United States from Twitter?
Well, that was
is that more
based-
controversial than allowing him back on?
That was just based on what Twitter, ownership at the time decided.
They have Iran's supreme leader, they have the dictator of Cuba, the Taliban spokesperson on there. Is that why are those people on there if the previous
I'm
president's
American,
not?
I'm not Iranian, and that is an issue for Iranians, and I hope that they would talk to Mr. Musk if that's what he wants to do.
You guys think
and
it's-
get him off of there?
Do you guys think it's inconsistent that they have
Yes.
Donald Trump removed and not the Iran's supreme leader?
I suppose you could say that. I
Well,
don't-
Donald Trump has already shown that he is not a trustworthy person. He did so many things, like all the women, the awful things that he said about women.
Iran's the world leader in sponsored terrorism across the world. Is that a worse figure to have on Twitter than Donald Trump?
Well, it doesn't really affect us here. That's their own problem over there in Iran.
Global terrorism doesn't
They're
affect
going-
us here?
They're going through their own, revolution right now too. Then, so I don't think it's a good idea. If you're asking me, if Trump's back on Twitter, because then all his followers start, getting on the bandwagon, and here we go again.
So we need you think the better choice here is to silence that speech,
Well,
correct?
not really silence. I mean, it's just it's just democracy and free enterprise. If he's allowed
Democracy?
back on there, so that just throws like I said, a monkey wrench into the American politics if he's back on Twitter.
Why do you think Republicans are cheering this on? The Elon Musk buying Twitter.
Because I want to get Trump back on Twitter so he can influence people again and get this big megaphone back. I think the Republican Party is the fascist party in the United States. So we have Democratic Party and the fascist party. And, Trump is the leader of the fascist party. And
Okay.
do we want fascism in America? I don't think so.
I don't want that.
So so the answer is to censor it, you would say, or remove it from social media companies.
Yes, absolutely.
We talked to a lot of conservative people that are cheering it on. Why do you think that they're cheering that on?
Because they want to have that platform to spread that message.
Do you think that they're not being? Are they limited on spreading their message right now, or no?
Well, Twitter, reaches a wider audience, so yeah.
If Hitler was coming back, would we want to be giving him a megaphone? I don't think so.
Hitler, he's one of Trump's favorite people. He wants to be just like him. A lot of things.
Trump loves Hitler, you would say?
Oh, yes, he does.
A lot of Democrats have been opposing this. Why is that?
Well, Democrats are wackos.
I know a lot of people have expressed worry that Donald Trump would come back on the platform and stuff. Is that a problem at all, or no? You think that's fine?
Only worry because people think they can. People can think they can manipulate other people. So if people are like sheep and somebody can manipulate them, that's the piece that worries. Not what somebody's saying.
Our previous president was censored on the platform. I would imagine that you find that to be problematic.
Very problematic. I can't believe that in this country we actually had a situation where the President of the United States was censored. If what he was saying was so outrageous, let the people decide whether they want to listen to him or not.
He's not a great political person, but he's a great businessman, shown by what he's done. I think he's a businessman, maybe not just him, but is good for the country. I think politicians sometimes can be bought, where people like Trump or in that kind of power can't be bought, like Musk. Those kind of people can't be bought, which I think is good.
Not necessarily some unhinged KKK member or somebody that was spouting hate, but the President of the United States, who's already, the reason he was on Twitter in the first place is because the media had eliminated his ability to talk to the public, and he used Twitter as a way of talking to the public. Now, whether you agree with him or not is irrelevant, but the fact that that right was taken away from the President of this country is a very scary thought.
I feel like people should have the right to get unbiased news. And that's where I'm concerned, is that every source of news that people are reaching for today is biased in one way or another.
Right.
And when I was a young girl, it wasn't so much that way. And so I think that's where my concerns lie.
Do you think that Twitter, the way it is right now, I mean, we just talked about the last president of the United States is censored on the platform. Is it biased right now, or no?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. I feel like every network news organization, every online platform definitely is.
When you're blocking things, that's not giving people the option to think for themselves. When you're showing one side and not showing the other side, you're not getting the true meaning of being able to think for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Why have people govern free speech? I mean, if free speech is in essence free speech, and have it.
And do you mind if I ask you if you tend to lean more left or more right?
I'm an independent. I would say that I'm probably right of center.
I'm probably right, a little bit more, middle right.
I would say that I am more of a fiscal conservative.
Okay. How about you?
I'm conservative.
Would you guys tend to lean more left or more right?
Oh, left for sure.
Definitely left.
Left.
Okay.
To me, I'm with everyone who is following, just the right steps, not right, not left.
Okay.
Because
Whatever's right.
yeah, whatever
Whatever
is
makes
right and
sense.
whatever makes sense and whatever is good for a human being anywhere in the whole world. I'm Persian. In my own country right now, I do not like our government, and I do not like what they do, just to women. And we don't have any freedom there. That's why we are, immigrating.
Most Iranians that are living in the United States, I would say most of them, overwhelming that I've talked to, have been conservative because they like the right to bear arms, they like free speech, because that's not really a thing in Iran right now.
Exactly. That's anybody, I think, in the whole world would want that. So the freedom.
You would think so.
Shutting people up is not the way to do it. Allowing people to speak and express themselves and then allowing others to decide whether they agree with them is the way to do it.
All right, everyone, that is it for today. So we definitely had a lot of mixed opinions today, but I want to know, what do you guys think? Is it a good idea or a bad idea? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and hit that bell notification button so you're notified next time I post. I'll see you guys next time. is a puppy.
No, he's not puppy, but he's 3 years old Maltipoo.
He's a puppy.